Hey friends, Susan here. I am going to just share a few things with you today. I'm hoping we have gone live. I can't really tell. Hopefully soon. There we go. All right, having trouble transitioning. Okay, yay, there you are, and here I am. Okay, today I'm going to show you how to create this fun fold card that I found on Pinterest, and the only video of how to make this card was in German, and I do not speak German, so it was a little tough, but I managed to figure out the basics of it. So what I'm doing right this minute is just cutting the last of the elements. I kind of wanted to show you this, but I didn't want you to have to wait while I did the entire thing. So what I'm using is this, the Poinsettia Petals, which I think I called it Poinsettia Place in my intro. Oops. Poinsettia Petals bundle. And this will do two things. You can stamp the poinsettia and cut it out. Oops. You can stamp the poinsettia and cut it out with just the frame, or you can emboss it and then cut it out with the frame. Well, I do both at once by keeping them taped together. And I sort of marked my dies. I don't know if you can see that. There you are. I marked my dies where they go together, and then I taped them together to keep them that way. But in the event that I ever need to take them apart, I can, and put them right back, because like I said, I used a Sharpie and put that little goldish mark on them. Okay, I think I have cut everything we need as far as die cutting. I have not cut everything we need as far as paper, but that's another whole issue. So let's put this guy away. Oof. And maybe get to work here. All right, I'm going to show you an example of the card we're going to make in just a second, as soon as I hop these back in here, see if there's any others around. Oh, yep, this little guy. Okay. And tape this down so it doesn't walk around on me. All right, so this is an example of the card we're going to make, only we're going to use different paper. And what's fun about this is it has two pockets. Pocket on the inside and then the same pocket on the outside. Now in this one I wasn't putting anything in the outside pocket, so I just went ahead and glued it closed. But you can have it, you know, open either way. I actually have another example of the same card that I made last night using just celebration items, with the exception of the striped paper, of course. This paper is from the hand-pinned designer series paper set. This is the die set, summer shadow, that you can get the dies as a free celebration item with your purchase. So yeah, I wanted to show you how you could do this. Now this is kind of what it looks like before you close it. But how fun would this be if you had like a tag coming out of here and then a gift card in here? And if you don't want to do that, I mean, you can close them, you know, just glue them closed like I did the front of this card. Okay, so today's card, I'm going to use the Poinsettia Petals, which I called Poinsettia Place earlier, and I have cut not only the poinsettias, but I also stamped some of the greenery, and let me see if I can get you a little closer, and I, cut some of the other elements we would need. I started off just cutting, embossing, and cutting these guys, the little leaves, Then I thought, let's change that up a little, and I used some print paper. I also cut my finger somewhere or the other today, which I don't know. Alright, so I need to pick a cardstock color for the base, and I'm having trouble doing that. I don't know why. It shouldn't be that difficult of a decision, and yet it sort of is. This is that thing I do where I debate what color is going to look good with this. You know, I may regret it, but I'm going to go with this. So what we need for this card is a 11 by 6 1/4 piece of cardstock. So we already know this is 11 this way. So we're just going to go over to the 6 1/4. Which should be about right there. We cut that off. Now let's get the cutter blade out of the way, because our next step is we score. And we score corner to corner. Oh, it just moved just a little. Sorry. It just does this. Okay, there we go. So I like to score upper right to lower left. And then you fold. And after you fold, you see you now have a midpoint. So I just put this, and I'm sorry you can't see this better. I guess if I turned this upside down, you could. Or if I moved it a little bit, you could. Okay, so I put this midpoint right on my line, and I score again. And I push hard because, well, there's a lot of layers to go through there. I don't know. You know what? Somehow I did this backwards. Guys, hate it when I'm on camera and do it backwards. There we go. Got it fixed. Alright, now this gets a little interesting here because then they move just a little. The lines need just a touch of adjusting. So I'm going to go ahead and burnish this. And same thing over here. I just got out my Stampin' Up! Bone folder, and this will help. Now, if you measure this, I want it to fit into a standard envelope. And right now it will, because here's my 5 1/2 line. So this side, I need to cut at 4 1/4. And the part I'm going to cut, because again, you can't see, I'm going to cut off of this side. These extra points where they come out. So let's put this right on 4 1/4, and we're just going to cut off these corner pieces right here. And I don't know if it moved or what it did, but it's being weird. Okay, I think we got all the way through. Maybe we didn't. We didn't. That little last one wanted to hold up. So let's just snip him off. And turn it this way to do that. Yay, there we go. So that's all the cutting on the base card. And we now have a base card. And I just want to push that down, because sometimes when you cut, the edge sort of comes up a little bit, and I really don't like that. So I like to have it look flat. Now what I'm thinking about for this is maybe this in the top and this down on bottom. And I have no idea how this is going to look. Right now it looks kind of busy, but we'll see, with my flowers. So let's start. I guess I could do that up top. I don't know. I'll decide as we get closer. Alright, so we're going to take, oh, this one might be close enough. We're going to take this, I'm going to show you how we create this diagonal piece here. What I did was I measured from there to over here and it's just about 3.5. So I thought that I should take my cardstock and cut it at 3.25. And then this other end is only, I think this one's 1.25. So let's just look. Yeah, this one's right at 1.25. So we need this side to be about 1 1/8. So I'm going to just put a little dot here at 1 1/8, little slash. And so what I do is I need a line cut from that upper corner down to this little line. And we get rid of this part. We close our pen, and with any luck, oh yeah, you know what? That would have worked great had I measured the width first. Duh. I'm so sorry. I'm obviously nervous. So I wanted that to be 4 inches wide. Oh, again, so sorry. Now we're going to go back and do this 1.25 thing, or 1 1/8 rather. Oh, let's see if I can do it the right way this time. So sorry about that. So right there. So again, from that corner to that line, and that'll just go right up there. All right, see how much better that works when you actually cut your piece the right size. So now I need another one of these. So let me see if I can do this without messing up. Okay, this one might be a tiny bit short, but I'm putting it inside, so I'm going to feel okay about that. The first thing I'm going to do is cut this at 4, since I messed that part up on the front. Let me get rid of all my little scraps. And I want this to go the same way. Only I want it to work this time, the first time I cut. So we've got this and that piece up there. And boom, boom, boom. There we go. And by the way, I say boom, boom, boom when I'm cutting, even when nobody's watching. There we go. So there's the inside. So we've got the outside piece and the inside piece. Now, this next one is a little more interesting. This one, you could do a couple of things. You could just do white if you wanted to, but I don't think I want just white. Like I said earlier, I really want something here. I just don't know. I'm not quite decided what it is. This looks like it's going to be a lot of green if I do this, but let me just lay this guy over top and see what we think. I still think that looks like an awful lot of green there, even once I add the flower. So let me turn this around. I guess not even green, it's just a lot of busy print. I have a whole pile of this cardstock. I just don't know where I hid it on myself. I do this frequently, by the way. While I'm getting ready to do things, I move everything around, and then suddenly I can't find what I need. Oh, I see it. It's way up there out of the way. Okay, there are lots of other options. This is from their annual catalog, and it's the, ew, that looks kind of nice. This is the trim. Oh, I forget what it's actually called. This is called, oh yeah, Tidings of Christmas, 6x6 designer series paper. Alright, so it's double-sided with different prints on both sides, and I just need to pick one that I think I would like with this. And so far, I'm not finding it. I mean, I know I will, I just need to pick one. What do you think of that? I think that's going to be a lot of red. Do you guys think that's a lot of red? I'm not feeling the stripes. Though, you know, I say I'm not feeling the stripes. The stripes might work. Those stripes, not the red. The red stripes I think are too busy. The red also has this fun little trees behind it, but again, not feeling that either. The only other thing I kind of like is this, but I'm afraid it's going to get so dark. What do you think? I wish you could tell me. We've got this one or this one. Okay, so I've just decided I'm going to go with the stripes. And I'm going to need 2 pieces of the stripe because this is a bigger piece. This section that we're going to cover is larger. So, first thing I know is I want it to be 5 inches tall. Or maybe 5 1/4 even. I think we want 5 1/4. And then we also know we want it to be 4 inches wide. So it'll fit inside. And yes, I'm cutting both of these at once, which could be a disaster, but we'll see. Alright. Now, what happens next is we pick up our base card, and I do this. I kind of open it up, and I know I'm going to place it in there. Yay. Alright, so I kind of figure out where that's going to go. And there's probably a more technical way to do this, but I'm not going to worry about it. What I do is just take this, and I trace the edge. And then I do the exact same thing over here. And now I have these lines, which I call the guidelines. And all I need to do is take that line out to my 1/4 inch mark and cut it. Get rid of that. And the same thing here. I just line that line up on the 1/4 inch mark and cut again. And in theory, these guys should fit right down in there. Let's see. Oh, yay. Oh, yay, yay, yay. Okay, so there's the inside, and there's the front, and then what I do with my piece. Let's see how this looks now. I think this could work, and then we have red for the contrast. Yay! Okay, so now we are finished cutting, and we just need to assemble. So I'm going to open this up, find my glue. Oops, I didn't mean to pull the whole thing apart. I just refilled it, so it's going to be finicky probably. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to just do some glue, some quick glue around the edges. And put this in here. And I'm more concerned with where it fits on the top than the bottom, because the bottom's going to be down inside the pocket, you know, so it's not a really big deal. And then we're going to do the same thing for the other half. When I first found this card, it was all, like I said, everything was spoken in German, but I did see that they had centimeters written for measurements. And I just made 1 or 2 adjustments so that it would fit. After I translated those centimeters, made just a little adjustment so that it would fit inside our standard envelope, and then it worked great. Okay, so where's this guy? We'll go ahead and put him on. And then we have just finished almost our basic card. Not bad, huh? Can't believe I messed up there at the beginning. Actually, it's just like me, but I wish I hadn't messed up right there in the beginning of making this, but I did. I wonder if I could make it a little tighter for you. There. See if you can see a little better. Okay, here we go. We'll put this side in. Okay. There we go. Now, what I'm going to do is I keep scoring, because with this cardstock and the double fold, it really has a hard time wanting to lay flat, which I understand, but I still want it to. Okay. I struggle with getting this too big, too bulky, and yet keeping it, making it look good, is what I'm trying to say here. So for this one, I'm just going to put that down. Now I'm reaching up here looking for these, my well-loved dimensionals. And for this first one, I might just use 2 little ones together. And what I'm going to do is add this next layer. Now, if I can pick it up. And, yeah, maybe right there. Did I take these off? I did. Good. Alright, so right there. The next layer is just going to need 1 as far as I'm concerned. Okay. And I will cover up where you could see that white underneath. And then if I want to, I can do 1 more up, but it's getting kind of high, so I might just do a little glue dot in there for right now. And what I meant by glue dot was a little dot of glue. Okay, now I have all these fun elements to add. So we're just going to figure out where we want these. And I made quite a few, knowing that, I need to play. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so we're going to put those 2 there. And then this guy has lots of color. So let's put him up here. And I could always do another one over there. So then I'm going to add some leaves because, it really needs leaves. It's poinsettia. Nice. And then maybe a smaller one up here someplace. I'm going to pick this up so you can see. What do you think? I kind of like this. Alright, I need to glue all of this in. So I'm going to just do a little bit of glue behind things and then I'll flatten them back out if I mess it up a little. Okay, there you go. That one's going to be a problem, I can tell. So what I might do is just put a little dot of glue on top, which turned into a bubble, and glue it there to that petal. Ah, no, the glue dripped. That's not cool. Or at least I don't think it is. Why is my glue dripping out the top? No. Yeah, I told you I just refilled it. Well, now it wants to be difficult. So, yeah, let me get a little wipey and clean me up before I have glue everywhere. Ah. Gotta love it when the wipies start dripping instead of wiping. Alright, try this again. Oh, let me wipe this guy off because, yeah, that's not cool at all. Like I said, I probably overfilled that. It's getting even with me. Ugh. And it's only doing it because I went live today. So yeah. Okay, maybe I'll just do that. Did I glue this one? I did, but I didn't get this guy. Alright, let's get this guy in there. And at this point I have no idea. No, I could not remember after cleaning up my mess if I had actually glued in my printed green leaves. Oh man, I just got myself again with the glue. It wants to run out the top. Maybe I don't have it sealed as tightly as it should be, or it just wants to be jerky. I don't know which it is. Either way, I don't like it. Okay, this must go in further because I don't want it to hang out over this edge so that it messes up going in the envelope. Okay, we have that. Now, I need to pick a center here. And I don't know what I'm going to pick, so I'm just going to get out a variety of gems, and let's see. I mean, I could go gold. The gold doesn't do a lot for me. Ooh, I forgot I had this. This could work. Maybe. We have these champagne-looking guys. I wish I could see your opinions. I think I might go with this and just see how that ends up looking. And yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Now we get to decorate the inside also. So same thing, only this time I'll be a little more careful on where I'm putting what. And, again, I've got to watch and make sure that what I'm gluing down fits inside the fold. And as much as I love these guys, giving me some depth with, look at that, such a mess, with the dimensionals for the inside, since I've already got so much dimension on the front, I think I'm not going to, that just fits. I'm not going to use dimensionals, even though, clearly they look better when they do. No. So, here we go. This guy on. And I might skip my little guy this time. Alright, but I'm not skipping these because I really like these. And I'm going to put this maybe glued up instead of down. There we go. That way it kind of comes up. Oh no, I forgot all about these on the front. Do I have anywhere? Oops, something just fell. I didn't know what it was. Yeah, let's add one of these up here too. Now, there are things that we could have done. I could have inked the edges of things, but I just didn't feel a need to do that right now. Let me see how this looks over here. If I need it, if I don't. I think I've glued this down too tightly to be able to add this. Yeah, plus it doesn't add anything down there. Okay, so let's go back to the inside. Let's get rid of all my excess gems and keep going. Alright, I've got one of these to add somewhere. And maybe both sides, because I think I can just put this right up in there. Yeah. Alright, and I saved a couple of leaves. Actually, I've saved several leaves for this side as well. Make sure I'm pointing them in the right direction. And up it goes. And the big one. Oh my gosh, what is with this glue, you guys? What'd I do with my tissue? There you are. Let's wipe my card. Goodness. This glue and I are going to have a fight before this whole thing is over, I can tell. And frankly, I don't know which of us is going to win, because it seems to be doing better than me. Okay. Alright, so I'm afraid to close that while it's so wet, but I'm going to have to. So what I'm going to do is just kind of raise this. And while those dry a little bit, I'm going to put that pin in there so it doesn't, go too far. I will pick a gem and put in here. Let me see if I can wipe this off so I can close it without fear of it never opening again in this lifetime. Alright. My advice when you go to make this card is don't use the glue that wants to run out all the way around the base. That's just not good. In fact, that would be my stamping advice in general. Do not use leaky glue. Leaky glue is no fun. Okay, so I went ahead earlier when I was making the elements for this card, and I cut out, or I stamped the Merry Christmas. Now we get to decide where to put it. Do we want to put it down here like I did before? Or do we want to move it up a little and maybe bring it up higher? And you know, I just can't tell. I really like what I did on this card where I cut the scalloped edge and then put the happy birthday, but I think that would be overkill on this one. So let's just pick a spot here and let's grab a punch and trim the ends. So we're using the Banner's Pick-a-Punch. I can tell because it's written right there for me. There we go. And this side. Okay. So again, Banner's Pick-a-Punch. Turn it this way. And let's see how we're doing here. Probably right side up is going to be a better idea. You know, I might just put it right there. Only we're going to raise it up just a little. So let's grab these guys again. I might just take my edge piece and put it right there near the middle. And this one. And this one. And maybe just one more right there. Okay, peel these out. I'm sorry this has been so kind of all over the place with accidents. That's because I was live. I'm just going to say. Had I been doing this just for me, all of those things would not have happened. But no, I wanted to share this fun fold with you. Okay, there we go. Now, the thing about this, if I wanted to, I could still put white cardstock right here. You know, if I wanted to right there, or I can just do that anyway. You also could, you know, stamp an inside sentiment here. You just open it up and stamp here. And you've still got room to stamp on the back. So I really like this style of card. I just think it's fun and different. And I think I told you that it fits in a standard envelope. I'm stretching. I have one within arm's length, but barely. See, it'll fit right in there, so yay. So I don't really know what this is called. So what I've been calling it is the double pocket fun fold card. So again, I'm just going to zoom in just a little bit for you to see. And there it is. And I will probably do a gift card in here. Now, if you're not comfortable with this being open like this, remember, on my first card, I glued down the front section. All I did was put just a stream of glue right there, and it was a stream of non-leaking glue at that. But just a stream of glue, and that worked. I believe that my August host code is on my Facebook page, but I will make sure of that. And this Poinsettia set, which I still want to call the wrong name, the Poinsettia Petal bundle, is available in the annual catalog. If you purchase this bundle, you will earn one of the free items for celebration. And free is always fun. And one of the things you could take would be this fun paper set. So let me pull this out and sort of show it to you. I've been using it, so it's going to be cut. But you could pick up some additional free Christmas paper if you wanted to. How would that be for a score? Look at these. These are so cute. There's little gingham trees on there. So yeah, you could score yourself some nice Christmas paper. Oh, there's a stripe down here that's fun too. Okay? Or there are many other items for you to pick up. Let me think here. I'm trying to see what else I have within arm's length here that I could show you. Oh, these are so cute. These little counting sheep guys. Some demonstrators have been using this guy and giving him a disco ball and he's dancing, and that is adorable. So yeah, there are many things that you can choose out of the Celebration catalog. So just go to my website and browse around and have a good weekend.